Hey there, Cookie Monsters! Duff here, ready to take you on a delicious journey. Let's start at the beginning with the star of the show, the cacao bean. These little guys are like tiny treasures hidden inside pods on cacao trees. Ever been in a rainforest? Hot and steamy, right? That's where these trees love to hang out. It's like a jungle spa for cacao beans, getting them ready for their big debut in your cookie jar. Cacao beans have been around for ages, way before we even knew what cookies were. The ancient Mayans considered them gifts from the gods. Can't blame them. Chocolate is pretty divine. So next time you're enjoying a chocolate chip cookie, remember those rainforest roots. It all starts with a little bean and a whole lot of magic. Picture this. You're in a rainforest, surrounded by towering trees. You spot a cacao pod. It's big, colorful, and kind of looks like a football. Time to harvest. Farmers carefully cut the pods from the trees, making sure not to damage the branches. It's like a delicate surgery, but instead of scalpels, they use machetes. Safety first, folks. Inside each pod, you'll find a bunch of cacao beans nestled in a sweet white pulp. The pulp is actually edible and tastes kind of like a tangy mango. Once the pods are open, the beans and pulp are scooped out and left to ferment. This is where the flavor really starts to develop, like a good sourdough starter. After fermenting, the beans are dried, polished, and packed up for their big trip to the chocolate factory. All right, let's turn those beans into chocolate, shall we? First up, roasting. This is where the magic really starts to happen. The beans are roasted at high temperatures, bringing out their natural flavors and aromas. The whole factory smells like a giant chocolate bar. It's enough to make you go cocoa crazy. Once they're nice and toasty, the beans are cracked open and the nibs are ground into a thick paste called chocolate liquor. Don't worry, there's no alcohol involved. This liquor is the base for all things chocolate. Dark, milk, white, you name it. To get that smooth, melt-in-your-mouth texture, the chocolate goes through a process called tempering. It's a bit technical, but basically, it involves heating and cooling the chocolate to specific temperatures. Trust me, it's worth it. Now, let's talk cookies. We've got our chocolate, but what else do we need? First things first, butter. And lots of it. We're talking creamy, dreamy, melt-in-your-mouth butter. Next up, sugar. Both granulated and brown sugar for that perfect balance of sweetness and chewiness. Don't forget the eggs. They add richness and help bind everything together. Flour gives the cookies structure, and a pinch of salt enhances all those delicious flavors. And of course, no chocolate chip cookie is complete without a generous helping of chocolate chips. But here's the secret ingredient. Love. Yeah, I know, it sounds cheesy, but it's true. When you bake with love, your cookies turn out even more delicious. It's like a little sprinkle of magic that makes all the difference.